Hey, good morning, everybody. On Thursday morning, feeling like a Friday morning for a lot of us. Some of you already off to begin your holiday celebrations. Can't blame you for that a bit. So, most of us looking toward a good weekend. Great weekend to make plans for. We do have some low end precipitation chances, but I'm going to take you step by step all the way through tomorrow, especially what to expect morning, afternoon, and evening. We'll take a look at the rest of the weekend as well. Just wanted to grab a quick sec to say thanks for everybody following me, whether you're on Facebook this morning, the YouTube channel, or now on TikTok. So, 660 Weather on all three platforms, whatever helps you, whatever serves you the best. So, I appreciate every single person that shares and likes and follows. Thank you very much from me. So anyway, looking at today, not a cloud in the sky. We'll start with satellite like we usually do. Expect that to stay the case. Plenty of sunshine for us today. Not seeing precipitation anywhere near the local neighborhood. Pop through the severe weather outlooks. Not much point in that for most of us going into the weekend, this being Saturday here and Sunday here. Just some general thunderstorms to be alert for. Not even sure we will see thunderstorms. Could just be some scattered showers. Let you know about those here in just one sec. Let's talk about temperature first, because I think as we go through tomorrow, especially, temperature is our main issue. There are some very, very low end pops that we need to address, but let's talk about temps first. First of all, today, I see 89 to 90 up in Kansas City. I think it's going to be just a tad less than that in East Central Kansas and across West Central Missouri. Anywhere from about 85 to 87 degrees for highs today, this being Thursday. All right, let's look at tomorrow. Let's look at specifically Friday at 10 a.m. There's at least one parade that I know of going on. A very special one to me over in Drexel. I think it's at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock temperatures on Friday. Actually, this is the better time of the day for plans. This is great. 84, 85, 86, 87 are going to be going rate temperatures. Looking right there in Drexel, for example, seeing about 87 degrees. And these are heat index temps too at 10. So just about as comfortable as you can expect for early July. Let's hop over to the afternoon. I do know of another parade. Happens about 3 p.m. So if you have afternoon plans, these heat index values will probably be on their way to catch up for you. Here is 3 p.m. heat index, 93 up in the city. Could see 94 across East Central Kansas, West Central Missouri. So Rich Hill, Missouri, for example, 3 p.m. looking for about 94 degrees. That is your heat index value for Friday the 4th. So I told you there were some low-end pops. Very, very low end. Model data, what I just want to go ahead and show you, just so nobody is surprised. If you were planning something, particularly fireworks, and you've got stuff setting out, I think that you will be okay. I just still think it's a great idea to have something around just to cover up quick if anything pops up. Because what I'm looking at now is about 4 p.m. on model data. These would be air mass thunderstorms, and the environment doesn't really lend to this very well. It is possible. It is unlikely. And so I'm looking at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. now, 6, that there could just be, the chances of these making them to the surface, again, unlikely, but could happen. So if dry is important, just know that headed late afternoon over into the evening, I do see, on model data, a few of these little pop-up showers, possibly little thunderstorms that would give you a potentially heavy downpour. So I don't think most of us are going to see or hear of anything like that at all. I think the odds are pretty slim. I just don't want anybody to be too surprised if that does happen. So looking toward after the fireworks time, I think we're talking about after midnight here that I do see precipitation working its way in from the west, and I think it dances across state line at something like 3, 4, 5 a.m. that you can see here. So possibly after all your 4th celebrations, a few rumbles of thunder waking you up. Unlikely. I just think these will be showers with possibly a very few heavy downpours, light scattered showers. And then over here into Saturday afternoon, I do see probabilities they're probably going to hang out from the 20 to 40% range. These would be light scattered showers, hit and miss. Not everybody will get one. Most of us probably won't, again, come Saturday. But Saturday, looking to be through the afternoon hours there, I do see some coverage. Looking over into Sunday, let's play this data and see what we can do. Here's starting off Sunday morning. It's a little bit more hit and miss on Sunday with some low pressure over off to the north. Northern Missouri. It's hard for me to imagine somebody won't get something on Sunday, that we wouldn't have just a brief thunderstorm, a brief heavy downpour sometime. I'm looking toward early afternoon there on this data. So it's possible both days. It really is. I think it's hit and miss. A lot of us won't get anything either day, but just want you to know about those pop-ups Saturday and Sunday. Greater likelihood for that. Looking ahead into the upper level, this being the mid-level winds actually, toward next week, a very uncertain forecast. So it's hard for me to imagine that. Look at all these disturbances sailing through. There's one right there, popping right through the mid-level flow. It's hard for me to imagine that midweek there's not going to be some at least low-end probabilities of precipitation. This is a messy, messy trough there that, look how many things ride the ridge, right? Little low-pressure blops. Pops? I don't know. Pick your own word. I do. And I do it live. So, anyway, yeah, lots of little disturbances sailing across the ridge, and it's just hard for me to imagine we would not see. I'm looking at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, some low-end probabilities of precipitation, but that thing is so messy, honestly, it's not worth saying much more about that right now. But is next week dry? Mostly, probably, but we do need to go through that step by step, most likely. Temperature trends. I will use Butler numbers today. I hope you like 87 to 88 degrees. We're going to stay there. Some of those disturbances next week, I think, will make a change in this, or, they have the potential to this time of year, but we are locked into the 80s with some low to mid 90s heat index values for the going forecast for sure. So happy Thursday or Friday or whatever day it happens to be for you today. Hope you have an awesome weekend plan. Be safe, be careful, take care of each other. I will be looking, checking the data. I'll be watching radar. So if I see stuff popping up, around celebration times, because I try to keep track of them in our area. I know a lot of them. So if I see that, I'll jump on here and let you know. Try to help you out through the holiday weekend. Anyway, have an awesome day. I'll catch you back later.